Hey y'all, Kenny here. Thanks for joining me. Just wanted to take a few minutes to do a quick review on this BSA Edge 2x7x28 pistol scope that I recently bought. I realized when I started shopping for pistol scopes, you don't have many choices at all. You either buy a cheap pistol scope, and that is, in my mind, a scope in the $100 range, give or take 20. This one cost about $85, or you spend $400 for a Burris or a Leupold. Now I own the Burris, and this scope does not compare to the Burris in quality, but then again, it costs much less than the Burris did, and I think it'll serve my purpose, which is to shoot targets at about 100 yards. The glass is clear. Everything functions well on it. My only question is, will it be able to withstand the recoil of these Contender barrels? So the eye relief on this scope is from 12 to 20 inches. I found the sweet spot at about 16. It does have a small eye box, but that's true of about any pistol scope. Takes a little getting used to be able to acquire your target quickly with these scopes. It has a fast focus function, which is nice. The parallax, according to the box, is set at 50 yards, but I found that it has about 1 inch of parallax at 50 and about 4 inches at 100, so I had to be careful to center my reticle when I'm shooting the longer distances. I took this scope out into the woods at dusk just to see how well it gathered light. Our legal shooting time is 30 minutes after sunset, but honestly, with this scope in the woods at sunset, you're limited to the distance you can use it. Of course, that declines rapidly as the light fades, so for that reason I wouldn't choose this scope as a hunting scope unless I was willing to sacrifice those peak shooting times of 30 minutes before sunrise and 30 minutes after sunset. The Burris does a better job. It also limits my hunting times compared to a rifle scope, but not nearly so much as this BSA does. So I've mounted the scope on a 30-30 Winchester barrel using Leupold rings and bases. I've already shot this barrel with another scope on it, and so I know what it's capable of, so I'll be able to make a good comparison. I shoot 2 shots in an inch, and then my third shot, I always drop a couple inches. I'm not sure whether that's me or maybe the forearm as the barrel heats up. So when I shoot it this time, I'm going to fire 2 shots, then I'm going to take a little break between the third and just see what it'll do. So let me get the bench set up, and I'll fire this gun. So the scope performed as well as I hoped it would. I used a laser bore sighter to get on paper. I was shooting at a distance of about 110 yards, factory ammo, Winchester 150 grain silver tips. First shot impacted 8.5 inches to the left. The scope adjustments are 1/4 of an inch per click at 100 yards, so I dialed it over 34 clicks to the right and up 8. And this is my point of impact. So the tracking is not perfect, but I didn't really expect that from a scope at this price point. I fired the first group without turning the camera on. It measured just over 2.5 inches. So I fired a second group. I changed up my grip some, so overall the group moved a little to the left, but that group measured 2.5 inches. So I think all this together is under 3 inches, so not too bad at 110 yards for a handgun. So I plan to do some reloads for this gun and do some more testing. That'll give me enough rounds to see if this scope's going to hold up. So if you're interested in those things, subscribe to my channel. I'll post a video if I have other results. And again, thanks for watching.